We live?
We're live.
All right, we're live here at Run Gum HQ. I'm Nick Symmonds, the CEO of Run Gum, and this is an awesome day for us because today we have Mr. Devon Allen, former wide receiver for Oregon Ducks football, and he was 5th at the Rio Olympics in 110 hurdles, and he just recently announced that he was turning pro and signed with Nike. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited.
Man, we are excited to have you. We put this announcement out on Facebook and Instagram yesterday, and we asked everybody, hey, what do you want to know from Devon? If you could ask this guy anything, one of the best multi-sport athletes out there, ask him anything, what do you want to know? And they said, what video games do you play? That's what people want to know.
You know what? I think I'm a younger athlete, so I really play to the younger demographic and kids and stuff like that, and that's what we do. I play video games probably 2 or 3 hours a day.
Relaxing?
When I'm done with my schoolwork, of course.
And you're training.
Yeah, and training, obviously. But yeah, I play a lot of Rocket League, which is like a mixture between FIFA and like Need for Speed. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's just
what do you drive?
It's simple. It's called the Octane. The car is called the Octane, but it's kind of like a Hot Wheels car. Okay. Kind of looks similar to that. So
can you customize it?
Yeah, you can customize it. There's a lot of options with that stuff, and it's just I think it's so popular because it's really easy to learn. Yeah. And like so many people can play. Like all my friends play it. So that's really the reason why.
You got the headset? Are you like live chatting?
No, definitely live chatting. We log on. We send each other text messages like, "Hey, get on, we're playing."
Okay, so, that's cool. No. I think that's a great way. You got to have something after working hard and studying hard to just like kick your feet up and decompress.
Yeah, no, definitely. I do. My friends, my roommate Mitch Modine is a decathlete, and my roommate Cole Walsh definitely can say that I get upset when I lose. So they don't like to play with me. Unless we're gonna win.
Would you play right before a big race, or would that be too much?
Yeah, that's last year I actually played right before I went to the track. Okay. I brought the Xbox with me when I was like at away meets.
Yeah. I think Matt Centro says the same thing.
And I had to win a game before I went out, like to boost my confidence. I had to win.
You're like, I'm unstoppable.
Right when I won, I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'll go to the track and compete.
That's awesome. All right, cool. So let's get down to the track side of things. How did you get into track and field, and what age did you get into it?
Shoot, I started running track when I was 11 or 12. I remember how I got into it. I was in Boys and Girls Club like for the summer, like summer program where I go in like in the morning. My parents drop me off and hang out there all day pretty much, and my parents come here pick me up for summer camp. And one of the counselors, her name was Judith Anya-Panuka, who is Sebastian Anya-Panuka, my club track coach's daughter, who ran at USC. She was like, "Hey, you're pretty fast. Have you ever thought about running track?" I'm like, "Well, I've heard of track. It sounds fun." He's like, "You should come out next year." So I came out in November.
You were a distance runner.
Yeah, no, I definitely was. I came out in November, and we started at Paseo Park. It's like in Thunderbird in Phoenix, and we did like a lot of distance, like long distance running, like heel workout and stuff like that. So I was mostly like a 400 meter, runner.
Yeah.
And then I kind of had those first 2 seasons. I had some heel issues, ankle issues, and I got pneumonia one season. So those seasons were shot. And then 2 years later, I PR'd by a second in the 100, and PR'd by 3 seconds in the 200, and then by 5 seconds in the 400. And obviously, with growth spurts and stuff like that. That
just
helped.
Getting a little bit older and
that
stronger.
Helped too. I got older.
I miss those days where just being a year older, you got instant
you get fast. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
did you run the 8 at all?
I didn't. No. I tried once in high school.
You're like, I'm done with that.
No, I actually got sick and I got the flu for right after that.
You're lucky. You dodged that bullet.
I was coughing, and the next day I had a fever. It was the worst experience of my life. So I'm gonna stay away from that event.
Yeah. Well, people have asked me if I'd ever try hurdling, and I said I would tear every single muscle in my body if I tried that. So I'm impressed with what you do.
Thank you.
But let's talk about football. Were you playing football at the time when you were 11 and 12 and started? So you were doing both already?
Yeah, I played football. I started playing football when I was 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I played that every year, twice a year, like spring football and fall football. I pretty much played every sport. I played basketball, baseball, soccer, volleyball.
So real multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, anything until high school, and I just ran football.
And track.
Played football and ran track.
Yeah. A lot of people want to know, and these are people with kids themselves that are growing up. They think, the only way I can get my son or daughter onto a D1 program or a full ride is if I focus them on one sport. It's so competitive now. Obviously, you did something totally different. It worked out great for you. What do you think about parents focusing their children on one sport or many sports at the same time?
I think many sports, a lot of sports are just better, just because you can develop as an athlete in different ways. Track and field, you're doing a lot of straight line speed stuff. basketball, a lot of lateral movement, football, more explosive efforts and stuff like that. And it's just kind of, as a young athlete, you want to learn what you're good at and what you like. My dad played in the minor league baseball for 2 years, and so I grew up playing baseball, and I always thought hey, maybe I should play.
Be careful, they're gonna start drafting.
Yeah, maybe I can play pro baseball. Well, I actually played it, and I was like, you know what, it's not really for me.
Yeah. What position do you play?
Center field.
Cool.
Yeah. So obviously, when you're a little younger too, the ball's not coming out there as much, so I was kind of just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. But yeah, I didn't enjoy baseball as much as I like football and basketball and track and soccer and those things. So I kind of moved to those sports, and then kind of figured out what I liked, and then I kind of landed in football and track and. Went the shift to come to Oregon. And
did you know when you came to Oregon you were going to do both sports?
Yeah.
Was there an emphasis on one or the other, or was it kind of 50-50?
It was 50-50 as much as I could, and I was trying to, make that like an incentive to wherever school I was going. I needed to play football. I needed to run track just to give myself the opportunity.
Sure.
I didn't really care about starting or being the star player. I just wanted the opportunity to do it.
Both,
yeah. And so that. And I did that here.
Very successful.
Yeah, and I had a pretty good career, I'd say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. So, were you a state champ in the 110s?
In high school?
In high school.
I was. My junior and senior year, I won state.
This is for Brophy.
Brophy, yeah. I went to Brophy Prep. My junior
Just
senior.
minting Olympians now, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a few athletes that are coming up in the ranks that have a good chance of making the Olympics here in the next couple of years. One of my good friends, Bobby Grant, he's a 400-meter hurdler at A&M. He's doing really well. So. But yeah, I won state in the 110s actually, junior and senior year, 300 hurdles that year too. My junior year, I got second in state in the 100 and 200 by a hundredth of a second both times.
Really?
So yeah, I lost by a hundredth of a second in both races, which is a little frustrating. And then my senior year, I actually won the state championship in the 200 too.
Wow.
So
I asked you this the other night. I asked Devon if he could run the 100 open or the 200. Which he'd prefer, and I thought you'd say the 100, just because it's closer in distance to the 110s. Yeah. But if you think about the strength and the rhythm that the 110s require, you said that you prefer to run the 2.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a little bit better race, just like strength-wise for hurdlers. We focus on that latter end of the race a lot too, which is the last 30, 40 meters.
And those are your best meters.
Yeah, you have to have some strength.
Yeah.
I've just always been better at the 200. I've never really focused a lot on my start. Never really matched that. Obviously, I've gotten better while I've been in college, a lot better actually. But in the 200, you can kind of hide with your start. You can kind of get out with everybody and then kind of catch up and get in where you fit in pretty much.
Build up that momentum and then come off the turn.
Exactly. Yeah. So like in the 100, if you don't have a good start, you're kind of lost, especially in the college division.
Will you be racing the 200 as a professional at all this season?
I don't know if I'll do it this season. If I feel good enough towards the end of the year, I may. But
that's
definitely
something we'd all like to see.
But definitely in the future, I'm going to get into 100, 200, 400 hurdles. My coach is the decathlon coach, so maybe a couple of decathlons.
Saw you jumping the other day.
Yeah.
Long jump out.
Yeah, maybe long jump if I feel fit and feel like I could do a good job there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us, it was ACL tears?
Yeah.
Was it left and right?
Yeah, left and right.
Man, how was rehabbing that?
The first one was definitely tougher than the second one. I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
I kind of just gauged my whole rehab off of Adrian Peterson, who's an amazing athlete, and so he was back in 6 months. I was like, I should be back in 6 months. But then when 6 months came around, I was like, man, I don't feel good at all. But this time around, I knew exactly what I needed to do, what I needed to focus on, what I needed to change from the first knee. I needed to focus a little bit more on strengthening, just being total functional and mobility and just feeling good. And then once that came, the running, I never really forgot how to run or how to hurdle. So once I got my strength back, my knee felt good and there was no pain.
Yeah.
I just started hurdling, and then within a week or two, I was
just right back.
Yeah, right back to
normal. Helps be young.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm just really just working to get back into shape.
And you were working with Coach Jimmy Rad?
Yeah, Coach Rad.
Coach Radcliffe. Yeah. I remember when you had first torn your knee, we were just saying, what's going to happen? He goes, don't worry, we build him back stronger than before.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
You're running better than you ever have.
Yeah, he's awesome. So
he is
a
really
great
coach.
Yeah.
Jimmy Radcliffe, shout out to the head strength and conditioning coach at University of Oregon, who's trained athletes here at U of O for 32 years. Helped me get on 2 Olympic teams. Devon here to a 5th place finish last year. What's training been like since rehabbing the knee, and how is it different now that you don't have to worry about football training? You trying to get lighter? You trying to put more weight on?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit lighter, back into shape. I got about 5 more pounds to go. But training in general, It's about the same. I'm trying to do the same things that worked for me the last few years.
Yeah.
Because if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right.
But with the knee injury and kind of being behind in conditioning and stuff like that, I can definitely feel it in my body. Like I'll have a hard workout. I had a hard workout on Monday. I just like on Tuesday I was like, oh man, I had to really warm up and really get into it to get going. Like, but before when I had like a good long base, preseason training block. And get into the season, I can bounce back from hard workouts a little bit quicker. But as time progresses, that'll kind of work itself out. So, but other than that, I feel good, and I'm getting into shape. I had a really good practice yesterday, hurdles with Jonathan Ball, my training partner. So I'm really excited about the season.
And what's the season opener for it?
Twilight, May 5th.
Oh, Twilight,
yeah,
good.
Oregon Twilight.
We'll be there.
They bring a lot of alumni back to run, a lot of our great college athletes and stuff like that too. So I'm excited to run, especially in front of all the fans at Hayward Field.
Yeah.
You can't.
They get pretty amped to watch.
You can't beat it. So
I know it.
I'd rather do it. I'd rather do it here than somewhere else.
Yeah. So speaking of the fans, a lot of them wanted to know. They're like, we want to see you play more football. We want to see you run more track.
Yeah.
You can't do everything.
Yeah.
Was it hard to weigh the fans' expectations of what they wanted and also the financial benefits of both sports? Must have been a tough decision.
Yeah, definitely hard. My whole life I was like, I'm going to play in the NFL and be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And obviously I got my goal of being in the Olympics. Now my next goal is to win the Olympics. But I think there's still opportunity for me to play in the NFL in the future.
Definitely.
I think, just kind of gauge how I feel and what I want to do in life. And I kind of go back and forth. My freshman year I was like, okay, I really want to play football. And my sophomore year I got hurt. I was like, that season I got hurt. I was like, oh, I don't want to play football anymore. But then the football season comes around, I'm like, oh, I want to play again.
You're with the team.
Exactly.
Getting fit.
So I'm sure I'm going to miss it a lot once the season starts, and I'm sitting in the stands with all the fans instead of on the field playing. But I think I can manage a couple years of just being away from it, really focusing on track. Getting healthy and being fast.
Get drafted with a gold medal around your neck.
Exactly. That'd be ideal. I think I have a good say-so of where I go. What team I want to play for if I have a gold medal.
Sure, exactly. So you got the 2 goals, NFL, Olympics.
Yeah.
You checked the box for Rio.
Yeah.
You finished 5th there.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you, what was your favorite memory, because everyone wants to know that. But what was your least favorite memory about Rio? Not throwing Rio under the bus, but it's not what you expect when you go there necessarily.
No, it definitely isn't. I think the thing that was toughest, and a lot of the track athletes I think would say, maybe some of the other athletes I didn't spend as much time as I did with the track athletes, but we had to travel a lot, like long distances to get places.
Yeah. I heard that it was quite a bit of traffic, and just from the village to the track was an hour plus.
Yeah, exactly. So like the train, we actually had a great facility at the Brazilian naval base. But so USOC built the track for us to train at, and they had like chefs there and everything to cook us food and everything. So it was awesome, but it was about an hour away from the village. Yeah. So you had to plan out your whole day around training sessions because you're like, okay, well, coach wants me to train at 3 or 6 or whatever, depending. Yeah. So I need to get on the bus at 4:30 to get there by 6, and then train, and then I have to get on the bus, back. I'm done training at 9, and I get on the bus back at 11, and then I try to get some food and try to go to sleep at a decent hour or so. But yeah, the logistics they did pretty well. They had like an Olympic lane on the freeway, so like we were in the bus obviously, so we just fast track. But it's still the distance was a good ways away.
And sitting on a bus crammed for an hour before you compete at the
not,
highest level.
It's not the most ideal, exactly. And like the track wasn't as far. It was about 45 minutes to an hour away instead of an hour and a half, but still.
How's the food?
It was good. I ate a lot at the training facility because we had the USOC chefs, and that was really good, like top line food. And
like Beijing was a little hit and miss.
Yeah, like some of the food in the cafeteria was hit and miss. I mean, it was pretty much generic plain, so everybody could eat it, because there's a lot of different food preferences, allergies and stuff like that. So, and I understand that. So, but I would plan out my days. So if I wanted to train at 3, I'd get there at like 1. Yeah. Eat lunch, chill out for like an hour, train. Lift, eat dinner, and then head back. Just because the food was so good.
Yeah, exactly. That's always my problem.
No, exactly.
Waddling around the stadium, I'm like, I guess I got a race. Yeah. All right, so Rio is all said and done. You finished 5th, phenomenal performance. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to London 2017. I never wanted to count my chickens before they were hatched, but what are your goals? What would you like to do there?
I mean, that's the goal really, is to make the world team first.
Sure.
Just because.
Step 1.
Yeah, coming off the injury, it's gonna be a little bit tougher. Obviously, I still have a lot of confidence in myself. To do that, but I think I can do it. And then once I get there, it's really just make it to the final, because once you make the final, it's anybody's race. Right? You have to compete on that day. So I think if I put myself in the position to get in the final, I have a chance to win it, and that's the goal.
I think that's a great attitude to have going in. All right, we want to thank Devon Allen for joining us. He's here for the rest of the day, and today only, he is signing all of the variety packs purchased at rungum.com, showing that beautiful signature. So, thank you guys for tuning in. This will be live on Facebook all day, I believe, and we're going to put it on YouTube as well. And stay tuned. May 8th, we have another great athlete coming in, a female this time, one of the most well-known female track and field athletes of our generation. We'll be announcing that May 7th. So once again, Devon, thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to watch you on this season.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
For having me.